So, we all know that I'm not the most fucking positive person ever, but I think it pays to be negative sometimes. Okay, so the biggest guarantee, the most promising guarantee in life is death, right? And not only your death are you promised, but you also have to sit through other people dying. Like, think about it. What is promised good for everybody, guaranteed? What? Does life have any positive guarantees for every single person alive? If you happen to think of any, please let me know, because I really don't think that there is. Life is just full of shit. Sad stuff. So, we're put on this earth to do our thing. Some people succeed, some people are happy, some people get married, some people love life. You know, whatever. Those are the beautiful things in life. Not everybody gets to get that, or feel that, or experience all that shit. Okay? So, not enough. So, not everybody thinks that life is such a beautiful thing. You have to really get into depth. Yes, life is beautiful. Like the nature part of it, like the actual living, how we're created is beautiful. It's fucking crazy. But for any reason, whatever it is, some people are not happy living. They just don't want to live. It's not a matter of what could be worse, because for that person, it could be the worst. And they could have everything in the fucking world, and having someone who has a lot of materialistic things, that could also just be a big, hello, look at me, look how sad I am. Some of those people realize that they compensate and buy things to make them happy, and that's just a big reminder. A reminder of really how sad they are, and that they can't escape that. So they're unhappy, they're not happy with life. Now, I went that way to just explain that it's really not what could be worse, or, you know, for someone who has everything. It's just some people are just unhappy, and you just cannot sell that unhappiness. It doesn't work that way. So, it's like, I sometimes I cannot stand those people who fucking say that shit. Like, oh, things could be worse. Like, no, bitch. Okay, like, and yeah, I understand the positive thinking and blah, 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 fucking energy and bullshit. But when the fucker is people gonna fucking... But what about, like, the reality of life? Why is it so bad to fucking think about all that shit? And sometimes I feel like I'm like the only human being that doesn't fucking give a shit about money or... Like, it really makes me sick. Like, I think maybe that is a big reason why I would rather hang out with myself and not do anything than be around people. That's why I'm so, like, I have no social life. Because I just work, and I fucking think that people are just terrible. So, back to the death aspect of this whole thing. My main fear isn't death. I sat there and I had to think for a minute, a very long minute, but there's actually a lot that is not... Things get more confusing and difficult to explain the more I think about it, because I'm getting too much in depth and I'm fucking getting confused. Okay, so instead of trying to fucking explain every little thing, because I have to explain everything because people just don't think that I have any, like, that I'm just thinking out of my ass. Like, no, I really... People think I just think crazy, or I'm just, like, fucking depressing and, like, negative. Yes, I do have a different way of thinking things and what I believe, but it's thoroughly thought about and weighed out in... But really, what I believe is just really fucking simple. It's reality and common sense and no fucking fantasy in there. Like, it's just... So with all that, reality, common sense, that's absurd to most people. Nothing's left but negative things. Because reality, I never really heard reality to be something of a positive thing. Like, get out of... Because it's always step out of your fantasy world and step into reality. Like, ooh, who wants to go to fucking reality? No one wants to fucking go to reality. No one. So they go live in their fantasy world and try to pretend that reality does not exist. So they block out all the negative things, but the negative things are inevitable. Okay, like, I'm all over the fucking place. Like, I have so much that I'm trying to explain so I can get my thoughts out, and that's why my snaps are so fucking long, because I have to fucking, like, explain myself, because if I don't and I just say what I thought, it would make me seem very suicidal to everybody, because everyone lives with their heads up their asses in their fantasy world, where reality, where I fucking basically live, does not exist. So I'm not afraid of death. I am afraid of getting old, being alone, and growing old alone. So with that, I will say, I would rather not live. I would rather just die than be alone. And I don't see, for someone who the only thing that I ever want in life is love and someone to love and give my time to, that's like the only thing that I really have always wanted in life. So that's what I live by. I live on that shit. So me growing old by myself is just fucking torture, suffering. Like, why would I want to live? Like, now I've had a snap on how I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal at all. I could never do that to my family. That's fucked up. There's a huge difference between the way I feel and think and being suicidal. Because I'm not suicidal. It may... Because in my fantasy world, if I had to die alone, I would just miraculously just fucking get hit by a car. That's my fantasy world. But what are the odds of that happening? Not very good. So I'm pretty much forced to live, and, you know, just... There's no other option. Suicide is not an option, and so I just deal with my fucking sadness, and I fucking live just like everybody else. Except I'm not afraid to talk about my shit and tell people how I feel and all the negative shit in life that no one likes to think about. I mean, normally I really don't care what people think of me, but I do try to explain the best I can to everybody, because, you know, people are so fucking just in their own world. Though I know I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I really wish that more people would fucking take their heads out of their asses. And I know that it's not my responsibility to help these people get their heads out of their asses, but some people need a little pull. Though I've learned not to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, I still do give people the benefit of the doubt that some people with their heads up their asses may want to explore other areas other than their assholes, and maybe they do want to understand where a crazy girl like me is coming from. When I'm not crazy, I'm just fucking real. And I understand that a lot of people won't understand where I'm coming from, so it's like, I kind of gotta fucking explain myself if I don't want to seem crazy. But I'm not gonna break my back doing it. Like, if someone doesn't like me, I'm not gonna I don't need anybody's approval. I know I'm a good person, that's all that matters. I know that there's a lot of you that probably just like, what the fuck did I just fucking watch? But no. It's just, there's so much to talk about that there's... Maybe if I was home in my woman cave, maybe my thoughts would be a little bit more collected, but I'm in a car at work. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering what I do for work. I nanny, so the kid's sleeping now, so I have to wake him up in an hour. So I like it. I'm happy because I don't have to fucking work on the strip. I don't have to deal with fucking nightlife, any of that bullshit. I like it. Kids are fun. And they don't know what fake is yet. So it's nice to be around kids. Rather than dealing with asshole drunk tourists, guys in a club that fucking morons. It's just I can't handle that whole nightlife anymore to work or anything. It's just not my cup of tea. I can't pretend to I don't like to kiss people's asses for, you know. Hope you enjoyed my fucking long ass fucking novel snap audiobook. I even cut it short too. I knew I should have done just done a video, a YouTube video, but I didn't think I would explain this much. Oh well. I got shit to do. All I know is if I see your name on this snap saying you watched it, you have no place to bitch about how long it is. Because you sat through it, motherfucker. I wish we were able to change the snap order if we needed to. Like, I would fucking do a snap saying, beware, it's a long ass snap. I'm fucking tired as fuck. It's also another reason why I fucking can't get my thoughts straight. Well, it is that time of day that I must say thank you for letting me waste your time, and I appreciate it. It is now time for me to go wake the kid up in about 10 minutes. First I have to piss. So, until next time, take care of yourself and each other. You guys are fabulous. I hope you all have a great day.